tight ship.
Are they waiting for us?
He's waving down. Somebody's waving down. Okay, that's not what you said. Somebody is waiting for me. Here we go. Too late now. Too far. One, two,
Good afternoon, and welcome to the 23rd Graduate Program's Commencement Ceremony of PCOM. As we open our ceremony, we remember our PCOM alumni, and today, especially, we are remembering one of our dear colleagues, mentor and friend, Dr. David Festinger, Professor of Clinical Psychology, who passed away this year, and all those who gave their lives for the service to our country. Please stand now for the reflection to be offered by Dr. Barbara Golden, Professor in the School of Professional and Applied Psychology. Please remain standing following the reflection for our national anthem performed by Miss Caitlin Tierney.
Acknowledging that we call you by different names and worship you differently, we pray in the name by which we know you best. We pause to remember how our world changed in March 2020. We pause to reflect on how our world has changed us and how we have changed in response. Today is a day to rejoice and celebrate our graduates. Only you know the path of life that has brought each of them here. Our graduates have met opportunities and faced many challenges that have shaped who they are today. The presence of family, friends, faculty, staff, and many others have supported them throughout these years of study. We rejoice with our graduates and we ask for these gifts: wisdom, that they may always be honorable and compassionate; knowledge, that with the passage of time, they will always be guided by the power of truth; and love, which is patient, kind, and never fails.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, that started it off. Members of the administration and faculty, staff, trustees, family and friends of the classes of 2022, and members of the classes of 2022, it is my pleasure to welcome all of you to the graduate program's commencement ceremony of PCOM. Today is a very special day for the college and for these graduates and for you, their families and friends. Today, we recognize the academic accomplishments of our graduates in clinical psychology, school psychology, educational psychology, counseling and clinical health psychology, mental health counseling, organizational development and leadership, nonprofit leadership and population health management, public health management and administration, forensic medicine, biomedical sciences, and physician assistant studies. We are poised at the threshold of a new and exciting era, an era full of promise, potential, and possibilities. The advances in the behavioral, social, and health science fields that will occur in the career span of these graduates will eclipse that of previous generations. Our changing world will intensify these challenges facing our psychologists, our biomedical scientists, our physician assistants, forensic scientists, and organizational leaders. I can assure you that these graduate degree candidates are well prepared to meet these challenges and to go forth to serve our society by applying their skills with competence and compassion. We are proud to now call you PCOM alumni. It is now my privilege to introduce the President and Chief Executive Officer of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine, Dr. J.S. Feldstein.
Thank you, Dr. Veit. Good afternoon, everyone. Come on, you can do better than that. It's a day of celebration. Good afternoon, everyone. That's better. It is a pleasure to be with you here today. As we do at all Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine commencement ceremonies, we gather to honor the past, to rejoice in the present, and to embrace the future. Class of 2022. This afternoon, our esteemed speakers will offer good wishes and bestow words of wisdom. You, the graduates, will approach the stage to be hooded. Your degrees will be confirmed to rousing applause, and I trust you will feel all at once excited, relieved, and elated. The atmosphere here at the Academy of Music is charged with pomp and circumstance, as it should be. Today is a day of celebration. Heartfelt congratulations on reaching this most significant milestone in your educational journey. At the same time, it must be recognized that the world you are graduating into remains an unsettled one. You navigated your graduate studies amid a pandemic unlike anything the world has seen in a century. You experienced how a novel virus could divide our nation. You witnessed how it could take the lives of more than 1 million Americans and 15 million people around the globe and leave countless others to suffer long-term health effects. Yours was an uncommon time of learning amid extraordinary political unrest, amid sweeping movements against racism and for equity and justice, amid economic turmoil, and as Russia waged war on Ukraine. Now, you must make yet another professional transition in a fractured world, a world desperate for healing, a world eager for you to temper chaos with care. I know the level of disruption is overwhelming. The noise, external and internal, can be paralyzing. Nevertheless, I urge you to resolve to accept vulnerability, use it to build connectedness. As health and behavioral health practitioners, scholars, scientists, and strategic leaders, focus and refocus again on the whole person. Respect diversity and promote inclusion. Stand with dignity and purpose. Be driven by kindness, compassion, and empathy. At PCOM, you have acquired vital knowledge, critical thinking, and clinical skills. You have learned, too, how to pivot and adapt, and how to meet challenges with courage, determination, grit, and resilience. You are poised to help reframe crisis so as to redesign the structure of health, science, and society. I have never been more proud of a class of students. Go, step out into the chaos, and make use of your gifts for the betterment of the world. Congratulations, class of 2022. The PCOM Board of Trustees is an invaluable resource to the college, providing leadership, direction, and support for all our efforts. I would like to recognize a member of the PCOM Board of Trustees who is with us today, Mr. John Carney, and I invite Mr. Carney, Vice Chairman of the PCOM Board of Trustees, to the podium with a welcome on behalf of the board. Mr. Carney.
Good afternoon and welcome. I just heard Jay's. Come on, let's go. You know, Kenny I can understand, but Jay's, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Good afternoon, everyone. That's much, much better. It's a pleasure to be here with you on this memorious day. I can tell you that the best part of coming to these events, and I've done it for 20 years, is seeing the graduates and being part of this day on it. It is miraculous to watch and to see the dedication before us. I trust that you graduates feel proud of this defining moment, and inspired by what lies at the same time in front of you. I want to acknowledge the parents, the grandparents, the husbands, the wives, the significant others of you that made this day possible. I know the hard work that you and the dedication that you have put forward. Go ahead, clap for yourself. By the way, I work by the hour, so. Commencement reflects our college's mission. History, it celebrates our college future. And these graduates are our college future. Today, you are part of an extraordinary organization. And you are dedicated to come. You will care for your parents and your clients and your patients. You would advocate for those who need, and advance science and research in the service of humanity. What you do will matter. Be proud of your academic achievements. Be proud of your steadfast determination, your resilience, your dedication as a class of PCOM. You face unique challenges, and you preserve during the unprecedented time that we face today. Know that I offer you my best wishes and my congratulations. And I thank you for being able to share with you this day. Thank you.
We at PCOM are proud to honor Dr. William Richard Miller. Dr. Miller is unable to attend, but is watching this ceremony via our live stream. I will now ask Dr. Robert D. Tomaso, Dean of the School of Professional and Applied Psychology, to read a resolution recognizing Dr. Miller's achievements.
Thank you, Ken. Bill, you're out there somewhere in New Mexico. So here's the resolution. William Richard Miller, PhD, a renowned clinical psychologist, is credited with changing the way clinicians think about the nature of substance use disorders, their treatment, and the means to effect change in patients. Dr. Miller is the co-developer of motivational interviewing, proven counseling techniques backed by 4 decades of research that make any conversation with a patient more efficacious and motivating. Dr. Miller has published more than 400 scientific articles and chapters and 60 books, including Living as If, How Positive Faith Can Change Your Life, and Motivational Interviewing, Helping People Change. Dr. Miller's research spans the treatment of addictive behaviors, self-regulation, spirituality and psychology, motivation for change and pastoral psychology. Dr. Miller has taught a wide range of subjects, including courses on alcoholism and abnormal psychology, seminars on positive psychology, on self-fulfilling prophecies. He's been a visiting scholar at the Oregon Health and Science University, the University of New South Wales in Sydney, Australia, Stanford University, the University of Bergen, and the Hellestad Clinic in Norway. Dr. Miller is a recipient of the International Jelinek Memorial Fund Award, 2 Career Achievement Awards from the American Psychological Association, and an Innovators in Combating Substance Abuse Award from the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, among many other honors. The Institute for Scientific Information has listed Dr. Miller as one of the world's most highly cited researchers. Dr. Miller received his PhD in clinical psychology at the University of Oregon in 1976. Since then, he's been at the University of New Mexico, where he retired as Emeritus Distinguished Professor of Psychology and Psychiatry in 2006. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine hereby salutes Dr. Miller for bringing hope and help to thousands suffering from alcohol use disorder and opioid use disorder, and that the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine hereby confers upon William Richard Miller, PhD, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you, William Richard Miller, PhD, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto, this 29th day of July, 2022. Congratulations, Dr. Miller.
We at PCOM are extremely proud to honor Dr. Francisco J. Diaz and to have him join with us today in the celebration of our graduates and our college. I will now ask Dr. Gregory McDonald, Dean of the School of Health Sciences, to read a resolution recognizing Dr. Diaz's achievements.
Good morning. Francisco J. Diaz, MD, FCAP, FASCP, a board-certified anatomic pathologist and forensic pathologist, is regarded as one of the country's foremost experts in forensic pathology, having performed more than 10,000 postmortem examinations, testified in court approximately 400 times, and has been deposed more than 100 times. Dr. Diaz is currently the Chief Medical Examiner at the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner in Washington, D.C., and previously held medical examiner positions in Michigan for 16 years. Dr. Diaz is currently an assistant professor at George Washington University, School of Medicine and Health Sciences. Dr. Diaz is a co-editor and contributing author of Spitz and Fisher's Medical Legal Investigation of Death. He co-authored the 2017 National Association of Medical Examiners position paper recommendations for the definition, investigation, postmortem examination, and reporting of deaths in custody. Dr. Diaz is a fellow of the College of American Pathologists and the National Association of Medical Examiners, and the American Society for Clinical Pathology. He is a member of the Board of Directors and Government Affairs Committee's chair for the National Association of Medical Examiners. Dr. Diaz is an advisor for the International Criminal Investigative Training Assistance Program with the U.S. Department of Justice. Dr. Diaz attended medical school in his native country, the Dominican Republic, where he obtained his medical degree. He went on to pursue his training in the United States, being certified by the Educational Commission for Foreign Medical Graduates. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine hereby salutes Dr. Diaz as a visionary medical examiner and forensic pathology expert, and that the Board of Trustees of the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine hereby confers upon Francisco J. Diaz, MD, FCAP, FASCP, the degree of Humane Letters honoris causa.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto, this 29th day of July, 2022. Congratulations, Dr. Diaz. Dr. Diaz now deliver the commencement address.
Good afternoon. And I don't need it too forceful because I may stay longer, because I don't have a prepared speech, and I will speak from my heart to you, because I think that's the best way. Graduates, you reach a mountain, you reach a peak today. Where you go from here is entirely up to you. If you allow me a couple of seconds to acknowledge Dr. Feldstein, Dr. Greg McDonald, a dear friend. He forgot to tell you that I trained at the medical examiner in the Philadelphia office of the chief medical examiner. That's where I did forensic pathology 23 years ago. So my journey in forensic pathology started here in the city of Philadelphia, where I spent 2 years. And before that, I trained in pathology in the city of Johnstown in Pennsylvania. And I finished medical school now 33 years ago. It seems like yesterday in my head. However, when I wake up in the morning and something hurts that shouldn't be hurting, now I remember it's been 33 years. Today is your day as graduate. Not only you, but your family members, your friends, your acquaintances, everybody that helped you get here. Everybody counts, even the person that one day gave you a word of encouragement. That's why here we have family, we have our friends, we have everybody, a lot of them present, some of them not here. But we acknowledge them today, and if you are so kind, I would like to acknowledge members of my family that came here today to be with me, especially my mom and my sister that came all the way from the Dominican Republic. So despite of one's successes in life, one cannot help when you hit a momentous occasion to say in a moment like this, "Hi, Mom, I made it." And I would like to acknowledge as well Javier, Jackson, Reagan, Angelina, Jaime, my friend. We finished medical school together in 1989, and he's been a physician here in the Philadelphia area for 33 years. Like I said, without your friends, without your network, you are not going to be here. You're not going to make it. However, today is your day, and I talk about reaching a peak. For some of you, today will be the pinnacle of your profession. For others, it may change. You may change the goalpost, and that is perfectly fine as well. I want you to take a look, because sometimes when you're in a school like PCOM with so many different careers, sometimes you don't interact. But look behind me. Look at all the schools that are here represented. Nowadays, you hear that the future is computers, that the future is mathematics. That is very true. However, either by design or by serendipity, the vision of PCOM to have the different schools, psychology, biomedical sciences, including forensic medicine, in the School of Psychology that you have mental health, different degrees in mental health. All that synergistic environment is, in my opinion, the future, because the future is people. The future is not an iPad. The future is not computer science. The future is people. We, especially the profession that I do, tells you that what we do is a reflection on how society lives. And I will take a few moments because you need to acknowledge what got you here and what you have. What you have is education. What you have is knowledge in your head that nobody will take away from you. And that is something, and I'm telling you as an immigrant, knowledge is power, because you can go to another country and apply that knowledge and survive and be useful to that society. And I will take a few seconds just to read you. I'm a fan of Greek mythology. So in ancient Greece, when they exiled people, they allowed them as a courtesy to take their possessions with them. You know, they were kicking them out, but hey, you can take a couple of things with you. And they asked one of the exile, why are you not taking anything? And then he pointed at his head and he said, what do you mean? I have all my possessions with me. I have my knowledge. I have prudence, and I have sense of justice. From what I hear today, I am pretty sure that with your attributes and with what the education that PCOM instilled in you, I hope that that's your motto. Not only that you have the knowledge, but you have a sense of justice and that you have prudence to go through life. What is next for you? You need to create your own path. You need to charter that path. It's okay to fine-tune it. When I came to the United States, I did hospital pathology. And to be honest with you, I don't know if there are any pathologists, I was bored out of my skull. Even though I always wanted to do pathology, I liked the theory, I liked the lab test, but it's kind of boring. And then something came along. We were doing the autopsies for the local coroners in Western Pennsylvania. So that's what I want to do. So it's okay to fine-tune your course. And I don't want to put him on the spot, but I will. My son Javier is here. He's 24. He went to pre-med at Ohio State. And then one day he picked up the phone and he said, Dad, this is not for me. And I said, perfectly fine. What do you want to do? He said, I want to be an economist. Now he is an economist in New York City, of all places. He's very successful, and he charted his own path. He's an economist that deals with regulatory compliance. Exactly. Yes. And back home we say, when you don't understand the words regulatory compliance, does that come with French fries, mashed potato, or mixed vegetables? But the bottom line, he's happy. He is professionally fulfilled. He found something that he wanted to do, and more important than that, that he's passionate about. And I encourage you to do the same. It's okay to fine-tune. Don't do 180-degree change, but you can fine-tune if that's what fits you. But you have the basic understanding and the basic knowledge to get you there. There are some cliche phrases. For example, one that I do not like that say, find something that you like to do, and then you're not going to work a single day on your life. That doesn't exactly work that way. However, the point remains that if you find something that you like, every day you're enthusiastic, every day you go to work, every day you may be surprised by what you find, that you are curious about what you see every day. It's not that you're not going to work, but it's less burdensome. I also encourage you to look at your profession that way. There's going to be a lot of people, institutions, regulations and rules that are going to try to basically bring you down. Do not become bitter. That is part of the system. You need to remain enthusiastic of what you do day in and day out. With each profession, you have small rewards, big rewards. Don't do your profession because you're expecting a reward. And I will put my profession as an example in forensic pathology. What I do is autopsies. It's not that anybody's going to come and say to me, Dr. Diaz, great job you did on the autopsy of Uncle Joey. So that's not a feedback. We don't get positive feedback. The prosecutor is not happy of what we say. The defense attorneys are not happy of what we say. But you find rewards in helping people, in knowing that you did the best you could with the ability you have, that you fulfill what you needed to fulfill in order for your job to be done. Do not work halfway. If you're going to do it all the way, every single day. And if you centralize your attention, I promise you, I guarantee you that at the end of any given year, there are going to be more positive days than negative days. Now, don't be counting like people in jail in the old cartoons, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I promise you, and more than a promise, I guarantee you that you're going to have more positive days if you have that approach. I'll give you an example from my own career that we, in forensic pathology, we don't have that many positive feedbacks. At the dawn of genetics, I have an unfortunate case of a 14-year-old girl that collapsed during a volleyball game at high school. And there was no cause of death. And that was 20 years ago. However, just taking 2-3 hours just to make phone calls, send a couple of emails, I found a place where they were doing those genetic testing. They were starting to do those genetic testing. And guess what? She had a congenital anomaly on the heart that created an irregular rhythm of the heart. And not only the mom had it, the other two sisters and the grandmother, but they were all put into treatment. And to this day, they are doing very well. Those are the type of things that if you go a little bit an extra mile, you can make a difference. I remember when I was here testifying one time in Philadelphia, and the prosecutor kept me for an inordinate number of hours. And I said, I need to go. I said, why you need to go? Are you so into a rush to go to your house. I said, no, I need to sign death certificates. And I said, no disrespect to you, but that's why in healthcare we care. Because if I don't go and sign it, then people cannot take care of their business. Those are really small steps that make a difference. A death certificate that you can sign on time, then people can take care of their business. Life, professional life, is a grind, and you need every day to approach it that way. I will tell you, and I encourage to look behind me, all those banners. Just take a second and look at them, because that's the future. It's not that in humanity, in the history of mankind, we are in a unique situation. There's always been crisis. But in this particular time, we are in what is called a syndemic. It is several epidemics running at the same time. The COVID one, social epidemics, such as opiate-related death, an increase in the number of homicides, and so on. That is a true reflection of what's going on in society. Now, the vision of PCOM is to train people that are going to help decrease and try to alleviate what's going on in our society. Mental health is paramount. I saw leadership, organizational leadership, and that is very pertinent, and I encourage you to be a leader. Please do not take your job as a job. Be a leader. Being a leader doesn't mean that you have to run for office. Being a leader is stepping up every day a little bit. Or if not every day, because life sometimes is a lot, every other day, once a week, you step up. That is being a leader, guiding somebody, mentoring somebody. If somebody helped you get here, try to help other people. Give some time to people to help them. One of my favorite quotes, which applies to forensic medicine, but applies to psychology and applies to society at large, is by former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Sir William Gladstone, who said, and I quote, "Show me the manner in which a nation cares about its dead, and I will measure with mathematical exactness the tender mercies of its people, their respect for the laws of the land, and their loyalty to high ideals." How do we care about people that die? It is 100% correct. It is a reflection on how that society treats people. And what's going on in society, for example, with the opiate epidemic, is a societal issue. And that's why we need mental health. That's why we need psychologists. That's why we need leadership. So it's the combination of those factors that is going to improve society at large. And I congratulate with all my heart that vision of PCOM to training professionals in all those different fields, that even though we are sometimes, or a lot of times, in the obscurity, with our help is that society is able to move along. I promise you I'm almost done, but I don't want to finalize without giving you some pointers. First and foremost, take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, you cannot take care of anybody, and that includes your daily job. Do not stop your quest for knowledge. Do not. Remain curious about your profession, other professions, because that's how you amass an important number of tools that you can help in your profession as well as the society as a whole. Persevere. Perseverance is the key. How you got here, and a lot of you are really young, it's going to be exactly how the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years are going to be. You need to persevere, even against odds. There's going to be a lot of things thrown at you, but you have to persevere, because without that, you cannot be successful in your profession. Know that professional life, as I said before, is a grind. But sometimes it is way worth it, what you are able to accomplish, how many people you are able to help. I said be a leader, and I say it again. Being a leader means stepping up, helping others, mentoring people, educating other people. One of the cliche phrases that people repeat a lot is, I just want to do my job and go home. And that is the most erroneous phrase that I heard in my whole life. Don't have that attitude. I told you before that there's going to be a lot of obstacles, some of them institutional, some of them other people. And you need to keep moving forward. Avoid bitterness. Do you know what is the most important thing you're going to say? And the most important phrase that is going to help you is, I don't know. Know your limits. It's okay to say, I don't know. Please don't say it every day, but if you don't know, you don't know. And I learned that testifying. It's okay to say you don't know, because you're not supposed to know everything. But you have the tools to look it up. You know what it is. But it's okay to say, hey, listen, I don't know. I don't have the bandwidth for this particular question right now. And if you have that philosophy, you are going to be successful in your careers. I represent forensic pathology, forensic medicine. I would like to give a shout out to my friend, Dr. McDonald, who taught me a little bit about life. When he was my attendant in Philadelphia, we used to have the daily case list. And if there were 10 autopsies, he said, you will do the first 5 and I will do the bottom half. I said, that's not fair. And he said, buddy, life is not fair. Tomorrow we will invert the list. And whatever comes, it comes. That's a great lesson, because exactly that's how life works. And again, with that shout out, biomedical sciences in the School of Medicine, forensic medicine, physician assistant, physician extenders are the most important people in healthcare industry right now. That includes not only physician assistant, but pathologist assistant. But the School of Psychology, I cannot re-emphasize it. I cannot say it enough, how important it is. My idea of psychological health was like, shut up, move on. And one time in Michigan, we had a case where we recovered 2,000 heads from a warehouse. Some people were doing traffic in body parts and what have you. And it was a federal agency involved. And they sent a psychologist, and they say, unfortunately, I don't have anything. Does anybody want to say something? At least we can talk about it. And the perpetrator, he had like a collection of baseballs. And I said, I'm very traumatized, but if you give me one of those baseballs, I'll be okay. And she said, doctor, that's government property. I said, I know, but still, if you give it to me, that would be great. It's not going to happen. But that was my idea of psychology. Today, without psychology, we cannot function in the world. In the Office of the Medical Examiner in the District of Columbia, we handle 1,324 COVID-related deaths. And it was the School of Psychology that we mobilized them to contact the family. So I leave you with that. You are, and I think Dr. Falstein also addressed that, you are the future. All the professions represented today are the future, because you are representing what could change in society, one person at a time, one city at a time. Finally, I congratulate you. Today is your day. You achieved this. You can celebrate. Please celebrate today and tomorrow and even Sunday as well. And I do thank you for having me today at PCOM. Thank you very much.
As Dean of the School of Professional and Applied Psychology, I have the opportunity to address our graduates. I speak to you on behalf of the faculty, staff, and students of our school and extend warmest congratulations to you and your families. It's been our honor and pleasure to walk side by side with you during your journey here at PCOM, and we wish you a bright future as you practice your craft in the service of others. One final point, this past year was the most difficult one in our school. As in November, we suddenly and tragically lost our esteemed colleague and dear friend, Dr. David Festinger, Professor and Director of Substance Abuse Research and Education. Today, we wear a black ribbon on our hoods to honor the memory of this sweet, gentle, and kind man and distinguished researcher. We miss you, David.
Okay, you ready? Yeah. Will the candidates for the degree Doctor of Psychology in Clinical Psychology, Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Psychology, and Doctor of Psychology in School Psychology please rise? Dr. Feldstein, I have the honor to present these students who have successfully completed the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Psychology in Clinical Psychology, Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Psychology, and Doctor of Psychology in School Psychology as established by the faculty and the Board of Trustees. I present them, sir, on recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Board of Trustees to receive at your hand the degree Doctor of Psychology in Clinical Psychology, Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Psychology, and Doctor of Psychology in School Psychology.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you the degrees Doctor of Psychology in Clinical Psychology, Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Psychology, and Doctor of Psychology in School Psychology as earned, with all rights, titles, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, doctors.
Please be seated. Our doctoral students will be ushered from their seats to approach the stage. Their names will be called by Dr. Felgois, Associate Dean for Academic Integration, Professor and Director of the PsyD Program in Clinical Psychology, and Chair of the Department of Clinical Psychology. Graduates will then proceed across the stage and have their photo taken by our photographer. As they receive a scroll from Dr. Feldstein, they are hooded on stage. These photos will also be made available electronically on the PCOM website. I ask the audience to remain seated during the procession of the doctoral graduates, and please hold its applause until the last graduate has returned to their seat. Please note, this process will occur for all our graduates today.
Welcome, everyone. It is my honor to invite the doctoral graduates in clinical psychology, educational psychology, and school psychology to please approach the stage. When I call your name, please move to Dr. Feldstein for your scroll and then to the hooding location. Dr. Iguano Voque Akpoduado. Dr. Tiffany Maria Araujo. Dr. Brianna Mary Bliss. Dr. Rachel Jill Brookland. Dr. Spencer Page Brown. Dr. Melissa Isabel Cipollini. Dr. Alida Cohn. Dr. Kimberly C. Desir. Dr. Nicole Alexis Golkis, recipient of the Provost Award in Clinical Psychology. And while we pause for the stage, I just want to acknowledge Dr. Iguano Voque Akpoduado for President's Leadership and Diversity Award as well. Dr. Maria Ann Hayes. Dr. Alyssa Hertz. Dr. Nicholas Thomas Hope. Dr. Philip Kaplan in absentia. Dr. Lakia Marshall Kierson. Dr. Katie Ann Manganello. Dr. Justin Daniel Misterka. Dr. Pillai Blair Payne Story. Dr. Brooke Singer. Dr. Christine Sherry Smalls, recipient of the Advocacy, Leadership, and Service Award. Dr. Alana Page Summers Platno. Dr. Kara Elizabeth Taylor. Dr. Lauren Marie Trusky. May I please have a round of applause for our doctors of clinical psychology. Congratulations. Would the doctoral graduates in educational psychology and school psychology please approach the stage? Dr. Kelly Ann Larson, recipient of the Provost Award in Educational Psychology, in absentia. Dr. Kelly E. Frund, Dr. Gabrielle Ione Van Heest, Dr. Kimberly Michelle Williams, and a round of applause, please. Congratulations.
Okay, would the candidates for the degree Educational Specialist in School Psychology now please rise? President Feldstein, I have the honor to present these students who have successfully completed the requirements for Educational Specialist degree in School Psychologist as established by the faculty and the Board of Trustees. I present them, sir, on recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Board of Trustees to receive at your hand the degree Educational Specialist.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you the degree Education Specialist as earned, with all rights, titles, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Would the educational specialists in school psychology please rise and approach the stage? Michelle Sophia Anzarut, in absentia. Kimberly Clark, in absentia. Amber Lynn Edmond. Marissa Jane Franklin. Gina Louise Giorno. Kristen Elizabeth Green, recipient of the Advocacy, Leadership, and Service Award. Megan Griffin Capinos, in absentia, recipient of the President's Leadership and Diversity Award and the Provost's Award. Julia Page Leeds. Gabrielle Luden, in absentia. Adil Xavier Mendez. Tyler Mixitz, in absentia. Deanne Milo, in absentia. Shannon Mintz, in absentia. Brittany Ann Panuski. Christina Marie Reich. Elizabeth Ann Reich. Abigail Grace Rhodes. Taylor N. Warthen. Brianna Justine Williams. Kaylee Ann Zarek. Give a warm round of applause, please.
Would the candidates for the degree Master of Science in the following disciplines now please rise? School Psychology, Counseling and Clinical Health Psychology, Mental Health Counseling, Organizational Development and Leadership, Public Health Management and Administration, Nonprofit Leadership and Population Health Management, Forensic Medicine, Biomedical Sciences, and Physician Assistant Studies. Please all rise. President Feldstein, I have the honor to present these students who have successfully completed the requirements for the degree Master of Science as established by the faculty and the Board of Trustees. I present them, sir, on recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Board of Trustees to receive at your hand the degree Master of Science.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you the degree, Master of Science, as earned, with all rights, titles, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
I'd like to please invite the Master of Science in School Psychology to approach the stage. And will all other graduates please be seated until ushered to the stage. Okay. Yolanda Abreu, in absentia. Maya Victoria Alicia, in absentia. Carmen Bartolone, recipient of the Advocacy, Leadership, and Service Award in School Psychology, in absentia. Renee Ann Kress. Yevin Shin, recipient of the Provost Award in School Psychology. A round of applause, please. Will the Masters of Counseling and Clinical Health Psychology and Mental Health Counseling please come to the stage? Yadini Alamayu. Juliana Louise Biddick. Logan Ann Avina. Madison Belcher, in absentia. Kate Billings. Riley Brown. Sydney Hope Cohen, recipient of the Provost Award in Counseling Studies. Giovanna Michelle Cupsetta. Nicholas James Everett. Courtney Warren Flank. Brian James Flatley Jr. Angela Gabriella Frederick. Elizabeth Friedman Zayon. Matthew Ryan Halonixi. Jelana Boston Zaxon in absentia. Alexandra Faith Knob. Thomas Joseph LaPera. Monica L. Makovich. Maria Esther Maldonado Wang, recipient of the President's Leadership in Diversity Award in Counseling Studies. Jessica Marcacci, in absentia. Jacob Benjamin Marshall, in absentia. Lauren Elizabeth McGarvey. Sam Meeman. Michael Miller. Kate Carolyn Oliver, recipient of the Advocacy, Leadership, and Service Award in Counseling Studies. Hannah Julianne Reiser. Antonelle Tiana Robinson. Rebecca Molly Rubin Miller. Salima Shaw. Melissa Nicole Trout. Lauren Olschiffer in absentia. Natalie Rose Wharton. Lanier E. Williams in absentia. Allison Zerb in absentia. May we please have a big round of applause for Master of Science in Counseling and Clinical Health Psychology and Masters of Science in Mental Health Counseling. Will the Masters of Science in Organization Development and Leadership graduates please rise and approach the stage? Liana Barrios. Taya Basso. Stacy Karen Chazen. Jennifer Bertrand Dune. Shamika Chioma Ekwenefe. Latrice Lynn Griffiths. Sahara Khan. Deanandre King, in absentia. Melissa D. Spadaccino, recipient of the Provost Award in Organization Development and Leadership Program. Tommy Wilson Suggs II. recipient of the President's Leadership and Diversity Award and the Advocacy Leadership and Service Award. Akeem D. Towles. We are proud of all of them. Can we please have a round of applause for the Master of Science in Organization Development and Leadership? Congratulations. Will the Master of Public Health Management and Administration and Master of Nonprofit Leadership and Population Health please approach the stage? Karen Helen Honore, recipient of the Provost Award, the President's Leadership and Diversity Award in Public Health Management and Administration. Jacob Jasper Barnes III. Malcolm Carey. Patricia David. Mafar M. Forkpa Bright. Colin James Fox. Carolyn Francis. In absentia. Rebecca Fullman. Lauren Hawley. Stacy Lynn Holinsky. In absentia. Tevante Frankie Holmes. Jody Kamara. Diana Kelly, recipient of the Advocacy, Leadership, and Service Award in Nonprofit Leadership and Population Health Management. Jennifer Ann Morazzo, recipient of the Provost Award in Nonprofit Leadership and Population Health Management. Greg Newman, in absentia. Elizabeth O'Toole, in absentia. Anna R. Pansky, in absentia. Shamiz Brianna Parks. Esther Ekwa Sampson. Joma Bindi Samuels. Matthew Wicknick. Tiana Elizabeth Wright. We have a warm round of applause, please. This concludes the conferral of all School of Professional Applied Psychology degrees. Congratulations. Next will be welcome remarks by the Dean of the School of Health Sciences, Dr. McDonald, followed by the continuation of degree conferrals to the Forensic Medicine, Biomedical Sciences, and Physician Assistant Studies graduates.
Hello again. I've been asked to give a few brief remarks, so I pared it down to 2.5 hours. I'll do a little less than that. But congratulations, graduates. You've worked so hard to get to this point in your life. Please take time to savor this moment. You, our graduates, have been so resilient that you have been able to pivot in a very short period of time to embrace novel methods of learning, of teaching, and testing. Perhaps you had some personal challenges, but yet you all rose to meet these new expectations in a dignified, professional manner. And for this, you should be extremely proud. I hope everyone is doing well in these uncertain and turbulent times. This year's graduating class is confronting a very different world than other generations. Although you may face public health, societal, and financial challenges, you're also positioned to make great positive contributions in the basic sciences, clinical medicine, and forensic medicine. I can speak for myself and your faculty when I say it's been an honor and a privilege to have such industrious, intelligent, and dedicated students. I am always struck by how much information you have absorbed in such a relatively short period of time. You've acquired technical skills that were unknown to you not so long ago. Maybe you learned how to do a physical exam, or maybe you've learned how to develop experiments and gather data, or learned how to accurately process a crime scene. As you progress to your next step in life, please don't shy away from these difficult times. Given the societal changes we need, your technical skills and humanity now more than ever. Be bold, not timid. Use the same bulldog tenacity that has made your success here at PCOM. You all have the ability to change your lives, your community, your country, and ultimately the world. I, for one, look forward to living in the world that you create where we can all live in a safe, healthy, diverse, and inclusive society. Good luck, class of 2022. At this time, I call Drs. Dina Appelt and Dr. Sean Ganane to respectively resume and conclude the graduates' roll call. Dr. Appelt will read the names of the Forensic Medicine and Biomedical Sciences graduates, and Dr. Sean Ganane will read the names of the Health Science graduates in Physician Assistant Studies.
Thank you, Dr. McDonald. It is my pleasure to start the final roll call for the class of 2022 School of Health Sciences. Would the master's degree graduates in forensics medicine please approach the stage? Corey Alagrucci. Jessica Lynn Bish. Taylor Elise Butler. Nakira Dina Dandridge. Cecilia Dang, in absentia. Molly Dupuy. Elijah Fletcher. Alexa Grabowski, in absentia, and a recipient of the Provost Award in Forensics Medicine. Mark Gerlinick, in absentia. Kathleen Hastings. Megan Rose Heischel. Courtney Taylor Helm. Samia Jones. Anna Pacheco. Jasmine Parker, in absentia. Soshila Reeves, in absentia. Ariel Robbins, in absentia. Vicky Rusnak, in absentia. Stephanie Salas, in absentia. Okay. Julia Stern, in absentia. Okay. Anna Stewart, okay. In absentia. Sophia Valentine, yes. There we go. And Ashley Zander. A warm round of applause, please. Would the master's graduates in the biomedical sciences please approach the stage? Okay, Riley Alvaro, the recipient of the President's Leadership in Diversity and the Provost Award in Neurobehavioral Science Concentration. Ashley Bailey, Taylor Marie Barrett, Kazul Melissa Boyan, Julia Bushhold, in absentia. Mara Butt, in absentia. Paul Carango. Taylor Adele Chump. Logan Clare. Brittany Covington. Alice Curran. Taylor DeLisi. Victoria Jacau, in absentia. Alexa Fillon, in absentia. Megan Fitzwater, in absentia. Carlos Fotopoulos, in absentia. Here we go again. Yolaine Fury, in absentia. Alex Garrick, the recipient of the Provost Award in Research Concentration. Caroline Getz, in absentia. Sasha Jofrani. Dean Gouda. Samaji Harper, in absentia. James Wang. Candace Jones. Georgia Carmi, in absentia, and the recipient of the Organizational Leadership in Biomedical Sciences concentration. Rebecca Keys, also in absentia, the Provost's Award in Forensics Biomedical Sciences concentration. Beryl Kakina, also the recipient of the Center for Chronic Disorders of Aging Excellent in Research Award. Marissa Kissinger, Eric Krugman in absentia, Tara Kuhn in absentia, Maria Lebetter in absentia, James Linne, recipient of the Provost Award in Public and Population Health, Caroline Lozzi, Kelly Ann Mercado, Nina Papan, Doreen Patucci, in absentia, Kimberly Fow, Nicole Pollard, Alyssa Roberts, Faisha Salami, Natalie Santucci, the recipient of the Provost Award in Medical Concentration, Education Concentration, Lauren Steiner, in absentia, Jasmine Sultan, Joseph Tran, and Sherry Wallace in absentia. And a warm round of applause for these graduates, please. Dr. Sean Ganane will now read the names of the health science graduates in the physician's assistant studies.
It's my pleasure to conduct the final roll call for the class of 2022 Physician Assistant Studies graduates. Would the master's degree graduates in health sciences, Physician Assistant Studies, please rise and approach the podium. Zoha Ahmed. Carrie Grace Anderson, recipient of the Provost's Award in Physician Assistant Studies. Louise Benaim. Kate Blanchard. Emily Nicole Blasco. Kelso Lynn Burrell Blaze. Victoria Iris Bacchius. Samantha Lynn Bornhart. Jency Kimball Boyce, recipient of the Faculty Recognition for Outstanding Clinical Achievement. Christina Marie Burgess. Stephen Camerano. Anne Cow. Haley Jordan Coates. Julia Maria Colangeli. Desiree Costanzo. Mackenzie Carolyn Waltz Delaire. Sarah Ruth DeFelice. Eric Gerard Dempsey. Maria Caitlin DiCiocio. Cassidy Marie Flanagan. Simone Elizabeth Flary. Paige Annalise Fauci. Michelle Elizabeth Hand. Jimmy Jamie. Mackenzie Elizabeth Jansen. Catherine Yumiko Kono. Caitlin Taylor Kratzer. Despina Leonidas. Joanna Marie Lim. Desiree Marie Malikuski. Brandy Martinez. Elaine Elizabeth Mellinger, recipient of the Sarah Summers Rupert Humanitarian Award. Sarah Elizabeth Neighbor. Erin Chisa Nakamura. Zura Nasseri. Halil Onal. Hannah Ozarski. Nathan Papadeas, in absentia. Jason Phillip. Casey Elizabeth Reed. Julia Rochelle Rembalski. Abigail Ross. Savannah Lynn Rupert. Cara Scatina. Nicolette Carolyn Sarator. Cara L. Steck. Caitlin Ann Talt. Zoe Autumn Violet Tirado, recipient of the President's Leadership in Diversity Award. Leanne Nok Tran. Tyler James Trebetsky. Jordan Vitelli. Alexa Nicole Wister. Storm Zink. Congratulations to all of our graduates.
Now, I would like to introduce to our graduates Ms. Shonda Lucas O'Dennis, who will now welcome you to the Alumni Association.
As Vice President of the PCOM Alumni Association, I have the honor and privilege of congratulating all of the graduates and welcoming you into the association. For over 100 years, the PCOM Alumni Association has been and continues to be an integral part of the college, offering, among other things, scholarships, awards, and mentorship. In my capacity as Vice President, I will ask all of our graduates to please rise. Congratulations. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left.
Can you please be seated now? Thank you. To all the congratulations you have received, may I add my personal regards and cordial best wishes to each and every one of you. You have now achieved your goal. You have earned your graduate degree. I am confident that you will find great reward and success in your chosen career. Serve well in your profession that it may better serve you. Before concluding, I want to make some recognitions. Would all the military graduates please rise and be so recognized? Military graduates. Please be seated. Each of our new graduates has earned our congratulations on this significant accomplishment. However, we know that you did not make this journey alone. At this time, we ask the graduates to turn and thank their parents, spouses, children, other family members, and friends who supported you throughout your graduate studies. Please recognize. On behalf of the college, we also thank all the friends and family members who are with us today to share this event with our graduates and faculty. To our graduates, we could not be prouder. We could not be prouder of you or happier for you. Today you have congratulations, but tomorrow and always you will have our hopes and prayers. This concludes our commencement ceremony. Please remain standing until the platform party and all graduates have exited. Thank you.